Money can buy power. Power can buy respect. But is it real respect? Daniel, let me ask you something simple. Why do people treat rich people differently?
Because money can change the way we see a person. When we know someone is rich, we often connect their money with success, power, and importance.
But think about this. Imagine two people saying exactly the same thing. One is wearing an old jacket. The other is wearing an expensive suit and a luxury watch. Do you think people will react to them in the same way?
Probably not. People may listen more carefully to the person who looks wealthy. They may see him as more successful, more confident, or even more intelligent.
But that's strange, isn't it? We don't know anything about this person's intelligence. We don't know his story. We don't know his character. We only see the money.
Exactly. And that's where psychology becomes interesting. Money can become a signal. It can tell people, this person is successful. This person has power. This person matters.
So maybe people are not respecting the person. Maybe they are respecting the status that comes with the money.
Yes. And sometimes, we don't even realize we're doing it. We see an expensive car, a luxury watch, or a powerful position, and our brain makes a quick judgment. This person must be important.
And that may be the first reason why rich people receive more respect. People don't just see money. They see what they believe money means.
Success, power, security, status, and sometimes even respect.
So Daniel, if money changes the way we see someone, does it also change the way we behave around them?
Absolutely. Think about a person you believe is very successful. Maybe they own a big company, drive an expensive car, or live in a beautiful house. Before they even say anything, you may already have an opinion about them.
You mean we judge them before we know them?
Exactly. And that's something humans do all the time. We use small pieces of information to make quick decisions. Clothes, cars, watches, houses, even the places where someone spends their time. These things can become signals of social status.
So if someone walks into a room wearing a luxury watch, people may think, this person is important.
Yes. And what's interesting is that the watch itself doesn't make the person smarter, kinder, or more talented. But it can change people's expectations.
That's powerful. So money can create an image before the person even has a chance to show who they really are.
Exactly. And once people believe that someone is powerful or successful, they may treat everything that person says as more valuable, even when the same idea from another person might be ignored.
So the money creates the first impression. And then the first impression affects everything that comes after it.
Right. It's almost like money can give someone a head start in the eyes of other people.
But there's another question. Why do we care so much about status in the first place?
Because status can mean access. Access to better opportunities. Access to powerful people. Access to information. And sometimes access to security.
So respecting someone with money may sometimes be less about admiration.
And more about knowing that this person has power and resources.
Which means that what looks like respect
may sometimes be something completely different.
Daniel, we've talked about money and first impressions. But can money actually make people believe you are more powerful?
Yes. And this is where status becomes very important.
What do you mean by status?
Status is the position people believe you have in society. It can come from money, a powerful job, fame, or even the people you know.
So when someone has a high status, people may automatically give them more attention?
Exactly. They may listen when that person speaks. They may ask for their opinion. And they may even forgive mistakes that they would not forgive in someone with less status.
That's interesting. So the same mistake can look different depending on who makes it.
Yes. Imagine a famous businessman makes a bad decision. People might say, he took a risk. But if an unknown person makes the same decision, people might say, he doesn't know what he's doing.
So status can change the story we tell ourselves about someone's actions.
Exactly. We don't always judge the action alone. We also judge the person behind it.
And money can be one of the strongest signals of status.
Right. When people see wealth, they may assume that the person has already succeeded. And if someone has succeeded, we often assume they must know something that we don't.
Even when we have no evidence?
Even then, our brains like shortcuts. It's easier to think he's rich, so he must be successful, than to stop and ask how he actually became rich.
That's a little dangerous. Because being rich doesn't automatically mean being wise.
Of course not. A person can have millions and still make terrible decisions. And another person can have very little money and have incredible knowledge, discipline, and character.
Then maybe we've made a big mistake. Maybe we've confused having more with being more.
And that is exactly the problem.
Daniel, we've talked about status, power, and money. But I have a question. When people respect a rich person, is it always real respect?
Not necessarily. Sometimes, what looks like respect is actually fear, admiration, or even self-interest.
Self-interest?
Yes. Imagine you know someone who has a lot of money and powerful connections. You may be extra polite to them. You may laugh at their jokes. You may agree with their opinions. But maybe you don't really respect them. Maybe you are thinking about what they can do for you.
So you respect their power, not their personality.
Exactly. And that's a very important difference. Real respect usually comes from someone's character, from how they treat people, from their honesty, their actions, and the way they behave when nobody is watching.
But money can make people act as if they respect you.
Yes. And that can be very difficult to notice. A rich person may walk into a room and receive smiles, attention, and compliments. It can feel like everyone genuinely likes them. But if the money disappeared tomorrow, would those people still be there?
That's a powerful question.
Because sometimes people don't follow the person. They follow the lifestyle.
The car, the house, the connections, the opportunities.
Exactly. And when those things disappear, some relationships disappear with them.
So wealth can attract people.
But it doesn't always tell you why they came.
And maybe that's why some rich people still feel lonely.
Yes. Because having many people around you is not the same as having people who genuinely care about you.
So money can buy attention. It can buy comfort. It can even buy access to powerful places.
But it cannot guarantee genuine respect.
And that's a difference worth remembering. Daniel, if money can bring respect, power, and attention, is there a dark side to being rich?
Definitely. When people become used to money and status, they can start believing that these things define their value.
So wealth can become part of someone's identity?
Exactly. And when your identity depends on being rich, losing money can feel like losing yourself.
That's interesting. Because then the person is not just protecting their money. They're protecting their image.
Right. And sometimes, people spend more money just to look successful. Not because they need something, but because they want other people to see them as important.
So the desire for respect can actually make people chase more money.
Yes. And that's where the cycle begins. Money creates status. Status attracts attention. Attention feels like respect. And that feeling can make people want even more money.
But if the respect depends on the money,
then what happens when the money is gone?
So Daniel, after everything we've talked about, what really deserves respect?
Not the money itself. Money can show success, but it doesn't tell us what kind of person someone is.
So what should we look at?
Character. How someone treats people who cannot give them anything. How they behave when they have power. And what they do when nobody is watching.
So a person can have millions,
and still have nothing worth respecting.
And someone can have very little,
but still deserve enormous respect.
Maybe that's the real lesson. Money can buy attention. It can buy comfort. It can even buy power.
But respect, real respect, has to be earned.
And maybe that's something money can never buy.